If you were ugly, I would say
Not ugly, I mean put together, shirt, crush up everything.
Yes, look good.
I just
Look good. Look good.
Do you not know natural humor? What's wrong with you? These things are hilarious, you know. Leave it. Because everything needs to be structured. Here's the issue.
So for the first time ever.
Uh-huh.
That's like you know.
We have too many issues. A lot.
You know.
An arc size. Not a boat town, not an arc.
Not a boat, it's
Yeah,
an arc.
it's an arc full of by issues.
Not using a plane again, it's a boat. Not just a boat, it's an arc.
It's an arc. What we are going with?
It's a competition.
No, I don't know.
Listen, we're playing Jumanji.
How you feel?
Who opened the Jumanji box?
Nah, how you feel after this week that we just had? How you feel mentally?
Want it forever and done because I feel like something else about it.
So
first, we're going to start off with just some of the issues that have been happening around the region that we couldn't really talk about. As I said, we had too many issues this week. Okay, so should we list them off?
Yeah.
Alright, so Dr. Grace McLean, Public Secretary of the Education Ministry in Jamaica, has been sent on leave amid a $124 million loss. The main suspect in the assassination of the Haitian president was found and arrested here in Jamaica. If you were not living under a rock, you know that the president of Haiti got assassinated.
Moise, yes.
Right, Mr. Moise got assassinated.
President Moise. Respect the man. I just want to call him Moise. Moise?
Like you just say respect the man.
That I heard me. I'm a woman, I can get away with these
No.
things. No? Okay.
There was an alleged explosion in Port of Spain, Trinidad that locked down parts of the city for the afternoon. It turned out to be some firecrackers in a dustbin. Leader of the opposition in Trinidad, Kamla Bisesa Persad, is calling for the resignation of President Paula May Weeks over issues stemming from a failure to elect a new police commissioner. Now for this week's issue. At least 3 people have died after members of the Pathway International Kingdom Ministries opened fire on police. There have been some bizarre reports ranging from members paying $100,000 for a spot on his ark, quote unquote, to ritual sacrifice. It has come to light that leader of the Pathways Church, Kevin Anthony Smith, has been having himself referred to as His Excellency. Ritual sacrifice. Apparently people were found there naked, tied up.
They were tied up?
Were they tied up?
I just saw the naked people dead
They got
in
tied up
like
eventually.
rags and
On the podcast.
and then freaking the lady, well, our throat get bust allegedly because she couldn't kill a cow.
Right.
So then bust her throat instead.
So there were 3 confirmed fatalities. Right.
Church. Nah.
2 of them happened during the altercation with them and the police. When the police raided the place. And the last one, allegedly this lady was killed because she didn't want to sacrifice a cow. Yeah, sacrifice a cow. But then the story just kept getting wilder and wilder. We hear things like this lady was trying to put the same man who did it on her life insurance policy. We start hearing about how the peculiar behavior that was happening in that church. If you're going to call it a church. What else did we hear?
The insurance thing.
Just the insurance thing.
You said it already?
Put on wrong.
I don't want to talk about this, is what I'm trying to say, bro.
Okay.
I'm so sick of this shit. How is it that Jamaicans are get chopped in this way? How not?
The man.
How we get chopped? We do the chopping. We don't chop.
The man level up in chopping game.
He's a king of chopping now, man. Can you chop them people?
You can't give this man a next title.
The king of
You
chopping.
cannot give this man another title.
His Excellency, King of Chop.
Lord Chop.
Lord Chop. Yeah, man.
Alright.
It's serious.
Please no.
No, there is a fact that him chop so many people and them fall for the scam to the point where people are paying what, $100,000? They spend a night underneath the church in the basement or something like so in the ark. And then this lady that wear throat get bust, she put him pan him in, she put the man pan fear insurance to take off her actual family members. What kind of insanity is this?
A week, you know?
Oh my God. And offering. You see the video about how he must say, yo, you can't come in and church unless you're paying offering because you can't rent people house and not pay them rent. I can't with this guy. This guy pissed me off so bad.
It's a crazy thing, but like, let's just talk about.
I don't know if we need to tell you why it's an issue, but let's just go into the psyche of manipulation, right? The psychology behind it. Right? It's not everybody can get tricked by that clearly, but certain people you can be like so emotionally deprived, is that the way I say it?
Sure.
You start craving
Sure.
community. And you can actually crave community to the extent that sounds like a good idea.
It's not like a new community. It's church.
True. But there's more than that. Remember them?
It's Jesus Christ that they want to go to. Or want to.
But there's
I don't
more,
even know.
there's more. Like when you see the messages this man sends, like leave your phone at home wrapped in aluminum foil. F-I-L-E.
F-I-L-E instead of F-O-I-L.
And he didn't spell the word aluminum right neither. Or the word leave. Or the word phone. Did he spell anything right?
I honestly, I just saw the file. I stopped reading. Like, alright,
Right.
okay.
But like if you know about them African scam emails from way back, there's actually a science behind them where they like use the terminology and the wording incorrectly on purpose. Now the logic is only a certain type of person would read that to its end.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the type of person type of intelligence of a person.
Don't speak.
Right. So which is the type of person you're aiming for anyways. So it's like a free filter for them. That's why they use that type of terminology. So he's like surgically targeting.
It's strategic, you know.
Right. Strategic.
But that works too. It's just diction. It's just diction.
He's strategically targeting certain vulnerable people that are vulnerable emotionally and can I say susceptible intellectually?
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
I once said dunce, but that works. That works.
I say intellectually vulnerable.
Jesus.
I'm not gonna call people dunce on this.
Fine.
Alright.
Dunce.
Okay.
Them dunce.
Point is though, he's targeting you and then he's slowly and gradually, maybe not even that slowly from what I'm hearing, influencing you to partake in certain behaviors.
Me disappointed in a way. Yeah, this week has been just me shame. Me shame bad.
I'm not hurt, and this is just the first story.
Cult in a Jamaica.
Yeah.
Jamaicans.
No,
Cult
but
don't
like,
go together.
but this opens another thing, you know.
What?
What other ones are there?
Probably, oh my god, what are they doing? Are
You
they
didn't see
fucking
Did
good?
I say you don't want when they spanking the man? Taking out the church and watch the man them bust off this lady throat because she never want to kill a cow. And now, no problem.
Yeah. Why were they naked?
I have no idea.
Maybe they were getting baptized?
Okay.
I don't know. Where did your mind go? Sex?
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
who?
No.
His Excellency or with each other?
You never heard about the
A
whole
BM
Jane
man still, you know, you didn't know. I just the one lady, I did BM man.
Jones?
You see that photo?
No, there was a lady there and she said she was there. More than one woman was there.
Okay,
Yeah, but you know, like when you hear about the stories, they're like the Jim Jones stuff and all of that. The typical cult behaviors, you have your orgies and shit.
Yeah.
Yes, I was assuming.
But it's church. Alright, you know what?
No,
All
just-
bets are off.
But
when
I'm
it
just
comes
reading
to-
out to the playbook.
Yeah, there's no, I don't know. I
No,
don't,
no, there's issues here.
it's a ton of issues.
There's issues here.
And it's too much to dissect with just like one podcast because there's more we need to know.
I mean, you
They
can-
block him up when today.
Yeah. Well, in
Yeah.
search in place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Search
then-
his premises and all that today.
And they-
Like there's so many ways you have to tackle that. You have to tackle that like now the history of, I should say, the culture of religious influence in Jamaica. That's one. The psychology behind manipulating a person. Two. Alright.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fact that out of all of this, it's poor people giving all of this money to you. And you know you're a fraud.
Mm-hmm.
You don't care. I understand chopping in are really business about the other person on the other end. But you don't know them. These people are in your face every day and you have scammed them. You don't care.
I don't know. I don't think this dude was okay. Well,
You think he doesn't believe he's scamming them. You think he actually believes in what he's saying.
I don't know anything about him to know that he's not.
It's the fact that they're using 999.
Mm-hmm.
You know what 999 means?
I know it's the opposite of 666.
It's basically just positivity, and there's something about there's a positive end to it all, and we must always think in a positive way.
Okay.
So they use that to back up the foolishness, I want to say the other word, but
Mm-hmm.
that they're doing. And I guess in some ways, they make it so that they're a foil towards like satanic people or satanic cults. And I don't. No, that's what they did.
Okay.
Instead of saying 666, because if they did that, obviously the church members wouldn't join. But they said, "Oh no, look at this. We are good people." 999. Because if you look at the conversations in the chat, it's, "Hi, how are you? Good to see you, His Excellency 999."
I thought it was 999 was always have to be like His Excellency or Your Majesty.
Really? Do you notice that?
I thought so, yeah.
No man, I thought it was just like a random conversation. It's like a period for them to just place it at the end.
Oh.
It's like a.
And feel free to tell us what you think about that.
I don't care anymore.
But like, where do you even go from here? Because like, you can't invite me to go to church nowhere right now.
You never could to begin with me.
Like, you even see the St. Thomas Obiang man saying, calling this man a disgrace. You saw that?
Oh my God!
Listen,
But I'm glad, no, seriously, still no. Obia is actually a really good thing.
take your hand off from this first. No, but seriously,
Alright,
the ramifications to this, how it's probably damaged the outlook we have on religion, probably for generations to come, maybe for years. Maybe not Jamaica not take that serious.
We're not that shit serious.
I don't know.
By next month, we're going to the next thing.
Yeah, but
But
like,
for now, this is
I'm concerned,
traumatizing.
I'm concerned though, like, if it Obiang man and come out and say what you doing is a disgrace.
I mean, the
I'm
Obiang
not-
man not out here killing people.
I'm not judging Obiang man, you know, I'm just saying I didn't know Obiang man judging people, no.
I mean,
Like,
you've given them moral grounds.
Like-
You've given up your moral grounds and given it to them, so now they have it over you.
I'm just saying that, wow.
Because they're not doing that. They're not
All-
killing people. They're
this
not
is all-
scamming. Well, they're probably scamming people out of thousands of dollars.
This is all in 1 week, you know. This is all in 1 week, you know. This is not even the only story.
It's not those girls.
Mm-hmm.
Those girls that were abducted.
Next issue.
Yeah.
Just with some backstory on this issue. So, in the parish of St. Thomas, that's in rural Jamaica, opposite end of the cult, while that's going on, some young girls went missing. Apparently, 2 of them were abducted by the same man.
Yeah.
Now, manhunt is underway for this person.
I am trying not to
Yeah, this
just
parish is-
gloom up
I mean,
this podcast.
Sure, but like the parish is undergoing some serious jungle justice right now.
Yes, I'm fine. Because she will stay out of church late and then find her.
No, but I'm talking in St. Thomas.
It's not different in parishes.
I don't believe that.
What the fuck this?
I don't believe that.
I'm just trying not to be sad, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but it's a sad story though.
Yeah.
Both girls were found and they are alive. That's a big plus. A very thin silver lining, if you will. A sad part of the story is that unfortunately someone was killed in a case of mistaken identity for the assailant. That is sad.
That is the one that made me cry. I bawl. Because I see this man on the floor, struggling to breathe. One bag of people surround him, and I'm thinking to myself, what must have been his final thoughts? Why am I dying right now? I don't even know why I'm dying. You know, probably that. What did I do?
I heard he was mentally ill, but I couldn't find any document confirming that.
Mentally ill don't mean he's completely unsound.
I'm not saying he's unsound, I'm just saying like that's how he could probably make his case.
Even so, people fucking fool. I don't, there's certain times when jungle justice makes sense. For instance, when you're sure that that's the person.
No, hold on.
When you're positive that is the person.
Jungle justice makes sense in the context that the parish came together because they said they need to find this man that's targeting the young girl.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
Yes, that's fine.
Not waiting on the police to do something because
Sure.
remember, you know, 2 girls gone, you know.
Yeah, man.
Him get report on the first girl, you know.
Yes, we understand that. So they have every right
Right.
to be vigilant and whatever. They have made it worse or bad for people who want to take the law up in their hands when they see that, you know, the people who we put in charge aren't doing their job.
Listen, we shouldn't be taking the law into
Then the law needs to work. And it's not working. So what are we supposed to do?
I agree.
Right, you leave them
you're
no
not gonna
choice.
make me say on the podcast that they should break the law.
They're
You're not gonna make me do that.
We're not saying that they should. We're saying that we understand why you do if you do. Because for the most part, the system not set up
So
a way where it work.
What do you see as the issue?
The issue here is the community would not have taken it up into their own hands to murder this innocent man. if our police department were doing their job.
Mhm.
They weren't policing properly.
So-
There wasn't a manhunt going on.
Mhm.
You know, they weren't out there in the bushes, you know, send out those or whatever the fuck they want to call them, send them out, you know, in the communities to find this man. So the community, you know, we're gonna find him ourselves, we're gonna look for him. And them look and find wrong man.
See, my issue with jungle justice is when you get it wrong.
That's the point.
You get it wrong. You like
You
That's
can't
a
take that back.
as a community murder now. You know?
And nobody now gonna talk about nobody.
Yeah, but we're gonna blame everybody.
And then that, you know what, that family is gonna be mourning, and there's no justice for that man. There's not gonna be any justice for that man because nobody's gonna rat out anybody.
True. And then I can't tell you how to stop because this man's still at large. And from the way this man operating, I have no
I
doubt.
want y'all to stop. I do. Because if y'all got so many blind people, when this man photo out there wanna see the man face already and still kill a wrong man, is either all on legally blind or all on legally for fool. I don't know what one over there, so
Oh, the man in
make
favor.
it make sense.
The man in favor.
Are the man in favor?
Mhm.
I heard that they look nothing alike.
I don't know. I don't know what man. I don't know what the victim look like.
Bro, I heard that they just see a strange man that they didn't notice. That was the premise. A
I
man
didn't
in the
know.
community that they did not notice. They don't recognize this fella. And so they assume that it was that man. It's an assumption they based it off of. Murdering based on assumption? How does that work? Man, I balls a tail. I
Mhm.
can't. I'm very emotional when it comes to them something.
Yeah. This is my big fear is like they end up with a third girl.
Yeah, they need to find the is he a rapist? Did we call him a rapist?
Has it been confirmed that he's doing
Kidnapper?
Definitely a kidnapper.
Alright, kidnapper. So
Serial
we've
kidnapper.
confirmed that he's a serial kidnapper at this point. They need to find him.
With some pedophilic traits. Have you been hearing the stuff that his mother was saying?
No, what did his mother
Oh,
say?
no. Please don't kill my baby. Yada, yada, yada.
Oh,
He's
she's
a good-
fucking
No,
done.
he's a good man and always loved children. You know?
He's
She's delusional. But
she worse than the cult people them.
no, just more indicative of another problem that's widespread throughout Jamaica.
Duns?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad we agree.
Yeah.
You
That's
heard
what
the
you
same
heard
things.
about that story.
Yeah.
Things are getting wild in Jamaica.
It's getting
It's only been a
depressing.
week.
It's
It's only
getting
been a week.
very depressing. Like you see how sad I got? Like my energy is just down.
Like we completely
I've been
forget about
very
the fact.
tired.
We've completely forgotten about the fact that our the public secretary for the education ministry, rural reading, again.
Chopping.
Yeah, that was supposed to be the story. That was supposed to be the story, and then it just kept going.
This week, I just needed to come to a close, a happy close. Start next week fresh.
I don't think a happy close gonna come, but I need this week to end, bro.
Tomorrow.
But seriously, tell us what you think about the issues.
Mm-hmm.
Leave a comment, and we can talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk.
Right?
Comment down below. We love to see you comment. We love when you guys engage with us. You know?
Right. Favorite place is the Instagram. That's where we have the most eyes on. You can talk to us about it there. Tell us if you want us to talk about any of those other stories there.
And click the notification bell, please. And thanks.
And hit the subscribe button.
And
Hit the subscribe button.
That